Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a special treat for you guys. We're going to do an unboxing of some Guillot roses, and these roses come directly from Guillot themselves, from France. So let's have a look how the quality is like and how the roses look like. So let's get started. This is how the roses arrive like when you order from Guillot roses directly in France. And give me just a second here and I'll get this box open for you guys so we can have a look inside. As you guys can see, the roses are packed in plastic inside the cardboard box. So far everything looks quite ordinary and nice here, nothing to really point out. Looks to be decent moisture inside the bag, but give me a second and I'll open the plastic bag and show you guys the roses. So here we have the roses from Guillot unpacked, and as you can see we have the blue labels here from Guillot. All these roses are his roses he has rated 3 stars, which means these are his most fragrant roses. And I just bought all his most fragrant roses, and I think we're going to test them for next year. But what do we have here, and how is the quality like? This one is Notre Dame de Rosaire. I think the quality is pretty nice on that one. Big stems. Then you have, what is this? That is Jardins de Albertas. Again, looks pretty nice. And let's see the last here on this row. It is the Salma is Said climbing rose. Again, looks pretty nice, this one. And what else do we have over here? We have oh, the name is half gone on this one. Let me just have a look. It's the Imbe. I can't remember if it was this Imbe. It's something Imbe. Very fragrant. And let's just continue over here. Again, a very pretty rose actually. Very big. Let's see here. It is Chateau de Bécherville. This is actually the newest rose Guillot just produced this year. And it looks very healthy. Also supposed to be a very fragrant red rose. I can't wait to review that one too. And what else do we have here? Again, that's quite beautiful, right? Maybe a bit crowded, but quite decent. This one is one Umbra recommended me, and Umbra said this was very fragrant. It is Le Intemporel Mali Grand Cru, and this one is supposed to be a very fragrant rose, named after a champagne, and it's supposed to have some of the scent of champagne, but being a sommelier I will let you guys know if it really is scented like expensive champagne. And let's see if I can get the rest out here. And let's see, decent roots on these ones, and also decent, maybe a little, I think they're all really decent in the size of stems and roots. I think sometimes the shape could be a little better of the stems, how they're placed, the form. This one is Subel rose, and if you guys don't know, the Generosa series is the fragrant line of bush roses from Guillot. And what else do we have over here? Again, a pretty nice looking rose. And what is this one? Yeah, it's Emilien Guillot. This is not supposed to be the most fragrant, but it is supposed to have a very interesting vermilion color. This one, kind of orange with a bit of bright red in it, I guess. And let's see here. The next one. This one is a bit smaller, but still okay. This is, let's have a look here. It is Blanche de Castile. This is supposed to be a very fragrant white rose, this one. So let's put that here. And let's see the next one. Again, a pretty shape. It is just sometimes the form of the canes, but a really healthy rose. And what is the name here? It is a Tahitian Sunset. It is a kind of an peach colored rose that has these frilled edges, kind of like velvet fragrance. That's also supposed to be very fragrant. And you can see all these are grafted because you can see the cut off there, and you can see the grafting union right down here. So all in all, the Guillot roses has actually been pretty nice. They also seem wet at the roots, so they have been stored nice for transport. And I can't really complain about the size of them or anything. Maybe a little bit on the form, where some of them are a bit wild in the form, but all in all, very decent roses, these ones. But stick around for a while, guys. I have some more to show you. I'll just go place these in water, and I have a surprise for you guys. So stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. The special surprise is some more roses, some Promise de Fleurs. And I thought we would have a look at the quality once again. And let's have a look here at the first rose. And it is Elegance Francais. Looks pretty decently secured here. Again, stem's a bit short, but that's usually how it goes from Promise de Fleurs for some reason, but very nicely packaged root there. And let's just have a look here what the next one is. It is Audrey Fleurot, and these two are also supposed to be scented. They are Milan roses. And let's have a look here. Yeah, it is Borneo Audrey. It is an Orat rose that is also supposed to be very fragrant. It has some quite interesting large blooms, this one. But again, seems pretty nice quality-wise, except a bit short on how they cut it. But let's see here. There should be a layer more if I can get down to it here. Don't know how this has been packed. Oh, there's only one rose in here. Let's see if I can get it out. Maybe I'll have to put the camera down. Let's just have a look here. Don't know why this one deserves such special treatment. Oh yeah, now I get it. Some of you have complained about them arriving only in paper and cardboard wood, and this one was ordered as a bare root, and this one is very dry, very dry. I would really have to put this one in water to help it survive. It is the Ruban Roach. So yeah, to sum it up, guys, I think Promise de Fleurs is a good place if you order the ones that are packed in plastic, which they take a bit more for, I think a few euros more. But the ones they order in bare root, that is really bad in my opinion, because as you can see, this is not an ideal environment for a rose to survive in, because this is cardboard, and cardboard simply dries out the roots. Like cardboard sucks out all moisture. You know that if you have been working a whole day with cardboard boxes and you feel your hands afterwards, they're completely dry. And same when you stick a rose in there for like 5 days of transportation. So I'm not too crazy about that. I don't think I'll be ordering that many bare roots from there if I can help myself. Definitely seem the ones you go for the packed ones, but they're also more expensive. So something to consider. And price-wise, they're also quite expensive, to be honest with you, around 20 to 22 euros often when you order these packed ones. But sadly, sometimes they have some varieties I can't get elsewhere, and you kind of have to bite the bullet. But I think one has to be a bit careful about ordering the bare root roses from them. I originally thought it was because at the option at the checkout they have an option to avoid plastic, and you pay 2 euros for that. So I thought if you click that, you will only get it in paper like this. But seeing how they ship it by default now in that, I'm not sure that is a good solution. I actually think it's a terrible solution compared to something like a plastic bag for the rose surviving. But yeah, guys, let me know how you think about the quality of these roses. And sorry if the cardboard box here made a bit of noise in the microphone. It was clips together here with the staples. But let me know how you think about the quality of the roses from Promise de Fleur and also from Guillot. And I hope next year I might be able to do a Guillot tea list. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely warming up to doing a Guillot tea list either this next year or the year after that. So there's definitely a Guillot list in the works. But yeah, guys, Promise de Fleurs don't really seem to take that much care of their bare root roses compared to the ones you order where they're wrapped. And I also think they cut them a bit short, but sometimes you have to bite the bullet if that's the only place you can get the varieties you want. But this one really needs 3 days of well, not 3 days, 48 hours max, but it really needs a deep soak, that one, completely dry. Like you can probably, I don't know if you can hear if I rub my finger against it, completely dry. So yeah, but let me know in the comments, guys, if there's some Guillot roses you're excited for, or if you have some really fragrant Guillot roses you want to recommend for the Guillot tier ranking. I think we have about 12 plus 4 Guillot roses right now, so around 16 Guillot roses for next year. But I have specifically picked them for fragrance, the 3-star ones. And I'm also maybe going to order some more Guillot roses. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. And have a Merry Christmas out there, and a good holiday season. And I'll be back with some more videos, but I'm not back full time until February 28th. So take care, guys.